Hello and welcome to Antique Dust, where we are reviewing the delightful and very delicious Hardacres. I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Rob.
And we have just watched episode 1 of series 2. Oh my god, so excited. It's taken so long to come back.
It's been a minute, hasn't it?
It's been far too long. Channel 5.
Get your act together.
Get your act together.
Shower.
So, we are welcomed back to Hardacre's life a few months later, where...
I think it's 18 months. Is that the time that's elapsed on the screen?
Yeah, they seem to... They've sort of gone back... They're established into their wealth now. So if anyone has been under a rock somewhere, the Hardacres went on hard times because they worked in... was it Heron? The heron business.
I believe it was. It was a fish of some description.
It was a fishy story. So there was an accident of some description with Sam Hardacre.
Well, they got his hand crushed by a faulty crane.
Yeah. One thing led to another, and then Mary Hardacre, the mother, decided to set up a little business doing cooked herring at
a side hustle.
Did a side hustle, which turned into a main hustle.
Yeah,
a big
she became a fish influencer.
Yes, a fish influencer. My gosh, that's amazing. That's an 1890s thing. Wow! So I wonder if you can have fish influencers now.
A fishfluencer.
A fishfluencer.
Fishfluencer. Is that what you
Sounds
would say?
like a twin tub. So anyway, one thing led to another, and they started earning lots of money. The whole family got behind it, and then they invested money with a chap called Callum, who invested in a gold mine in South Africa. Gold mine struck gold, hurrah, marvellous, and they turned into the wealthiest people in the county of Yorkshire.
Indeed.
And then they bought the hall.
Thornton Hall, it was called at the time,
Thornton
I seem
Hall,
to remember.
which they've now renamed it Hardacre Hall, obviously after the Hardacres, and moved in. And the series 1 was going through their acclimatisation to wealth and moving in the circles of the wealthy elite of the time.
Because it sort of turns out they're becoming suddenly wealthy in the Victorian era wasn't necessarily welcomed by all your guests and neighbours and gentry and so on. One
neighbour in particular, the Fitzherberts, who are their aristocracy but on their uppers. So you've got Lady Emma Fitzherbert and George Fitzherbert and their lovely daughter Adela. Now Adela was a bit of a spoilt brat, but then she's become very, very good friends with Liza Hardacre, one of the daughter of the Hardacres.
Yes.
And Hardacres, you've got Mary Hardacre, who was trying to establish herself in the circles, trying to bow to all of the aristocracy, and in the end she decided, I'm not going to do that.
No,
I'm going to do it my way.
She gave them a very polite middle finger, I seem to remember.
Yes, and it all that's
and we cheered.
We cheered. Yes,
we cheered her on.
It's like really a rags to riches story, which is very, very lovely.
Literal rags.
Literal.
Or shawls. Shawls to...
They had shawls and everything.
Shawls and clogs to...
And smelly,
to
fishy boots. Well, that could be a thing. I'm really up for fish influencer, but I couldn't be going for gutting a fish.
Fish fluencer.
I do like smoked salmon, though. So, anyway, this episode starts...
so this is episode 1, is it?
This is episode 1 of series 2, where they're obviously embracing new technology. So they've got electricity that's been fitted to Hardacre Hall, which is much...
courtesy of a steam engine.
Very going to the steampunk era.
Yes, it's very steamy.
So, and there's also worry with regards to the economy because they're in the long recession. But as the richest people in Yorkshire, I'm sure they've got a bit of a buffer.
Well, they're not. Doesn't seem to be quite on their.
They're
uppers.
Not quite on their uppers.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there was a really lovely relationship between Ma Hardacre and the gamekeeper.
Oh, here we go.
In series 1. I thought that could have been the grand romance. Because Ma Hardacre is Mary Hardacre's mother, played by the very, very lovely Julie Graham, who came on our podcast last year. And She plays the character with a no-nonsense northern lass who doesn't take any prisoners. And she had a bit of a sort of a romantic tryst with the gamekeeper,
but she scared him off apparently.
Yeah,
and
well,
he ran for the hills.
Yeah, he ran for the hills. So now there seems to be a very much of a buddy relationship between Ma Hardacre and the lovely George Fitzherbert, who's got a fabulous moustache.
Oh no, you're not shipping them now, are you?
Oh well, I mean, in this episode, they did spend a fair amount of time together, sort of elbow deep into rhubarb.
No, I don't think that's this episode.
Well, no, George was gardening, and that's where Ma Hardacre had a conversation with him. Okay. We have actually watched those two episodes, because Channel 5 has been quite lovely in the respect that they've put all 6 episodes up for download and streaming immediately, which is
so we're getting set to binge.
Well, yes,
I've got the Gaviscon in. Don't worry.
Takeaway ready to be ordered to binge through the rest. So we've watched the first 2 episodes, so we're going to do the 2 podcasts back to back. So at least we don't have to wait. Although I thought quite nice to wait, because I think
no, you don't. That's a lie.
I know. I don't. No, actually,
a liar.
I hate waiting.
Yeah,
I'm not very patient, but it's in the slot for All Creatures Great and Small, and the All Creatures Great and Small that made you wait. But the last series of All Creatures Great and Small was completely off-piste from the books, and it seemed to lose its way a little bit. So I think the Hardacres is primed and ready to take the All Creatures Great and Small. Sort of
there's gonna be a fight.
Well, because I think All Creatures Great and Small is going to end up to like the early episodes of Heartbeat at this rate.
Well, I've said this before. I think there's a perfect crossover opportunity there between Harriet Country and Heartbeat.
Yeah,
and the Royal, that one with with her off of Butterflies.
Oh, Wendy Craig.
Wendy Craig.
Yes, Nanny.
Yeah, well, I mean, there could be a whole universe. You know, you talk about, you know, the MCU and all the rest of it. I think there could be some kind of little
cozy universe,
a little Yorkshire universe where all of these shows eventually all tie up together.
Well,
wouldn't that be just?
And I'm there for
it.
Extraordinary. I'm there for. And in fairness, you
amazing.
could actually lollop in the lovely Hardacres with Harriet Country.
Well, that's my direction of travel. That is my direction of travel.
That is fantastic. I mean, Hardacres is like 1895, and I think I'm
going to dust off my Olivetti typewriter and get going with the fan fiction.
Get going with that, because so you've got the Hardacres from 1895, and I think Harriet starts in like
the 30s, isn't it?
Mid-30s, because it goes into World War II. So,
yeah.
My God, so we've got like 30 years of this.
Yeah.
So, Julie Graham, keep taking the vitamin tablets. We need you there for at least 30 series.
Yeah. And while we're about it, why don't we just lump Downton Abbey and the Golden Age?
Gosh, Downton is part of it, isn't it?
Well, not really.
Well, no, Downton was set in Yorkshire. It was a Yorkshire country house.
Well, see, all roads lead to Yorkshire.
Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, because Downton was set. It was based off the Chatsworth family, which was like the one down from the aristocracy.
One down
I'm sure
from the
royalty.
Thrilled to hear you say that.
But yeah, in that whole universe and the Golden Age. Oh my gosh, we've just this. Oh yeah, I think
we've invented a new genre.
It's cozy core.
Cozy core.
So anyway, so we going back to the delightful Hardacres. We have a very upset Lady Emma Fitzherbert arriving back. With her daughter
after a very disappointing season,
because it doesn't Adela doesn't seem to have set the world alight in snagging a decent husband, and even more so because she doesn't come with a dowry.
Now here's a controversial opinion.
Ooh.
That's her parents' fault.
Well,
maybe it's not controversial then.
No, I don't think so.
Right, okay then.
Well,
here's an uncontroversial opinion.
Well, she doesn't want to get married off. I mean, she had a small dalliance with. Was it Joe? Yeah, it's Joe Hardacre.
That's correct.
The eldest son of the Hardacres.
Well, they almost eloped.
They must elope to New York to set up a new life in New York. That would have been a golden age, sort of.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, all just. But at least we don't have to worry about the Titanic for a few years.
That's about 20 years.
Yeah.
All the characters we don't like. Well, I don't think there's actually any characters I don't particularly like.
Oh well, let's hold those horses.
So so the very, very lovely Adela, who was a bit of a spoiled brat in series 1, I warmed to her.
Have you warmed to her?
Because she's
has your cold heart warmed up slightly?
She's the product of her environment, a toxic mother.
Yeah.
But then
nature versus nurture.
So Lady Emma arrives back very disgruntled that she hasn't snagged a son-in-law.
Yeah. Now, disgruntled's not a word we use often enough.
I think disgruntled is a very good word. And contretemps.
Contretemps.
And then there's a shock of her life where she is waxing about how hideous her life is because they're poor to George Fitzherbert, and then she gets a notification Mama is arriving, and then a face of thunder.
Yeah, we always love it when mothers arrive unexpectedly.
Yeah, so a mother arrives in the
practically with a fanfare, really.
The mother, Lady Imelda Hanson, played by Frank Spencer's wife, Betsy, by the fantastic and very, very lovely actress Michelle Doltris.
Doltris.
She was actually followed us along on Instagram when we did our sort of Instagram along when we were watching the episode, and she liked one of the episodes.
An Instagram along.
Instagram along. That's a new thing.
Is that a new thing?
That's a new thing. It's like a song along.
A song along.
It's the Hardacres along. But she was in Some Others Do Adam as Betty. She was in The Unforgotten and was a reoccurring character in Doc Martin. And she sizzles on the screen. She is like no nonsense.
Well, I don't know. The jury's out on what sort of character Imelda Hanson is. You know, she's
a stirrer. She has got the she's
more. I would say she's more than a stirrer. She's got
a stiff back with a big wooden spoon behind it.
She's a besom. That's what she is.
But she comes across as she's very engaging. She knows how to work a room and work people in a manipulative way.
Two-faced.
She's very two-faced.
Two-faced.
In a delicious way. Very, very delicious. And there's a really good scene with Julie Graham, Ma Hardacre, and Lady Imelda. And you could just tell they were having such fun with the lines.
See, I mean, that's the sort of interesting sort of narratively that they do in this episode, is that they set up Lady Imelda as being a positive a force for good.
And then at the end of the episode...
And then they pull the rug.
She's a manipulative bitch. Oops, sorry.
Language.
I know. We won't be able to put this out on YouTube.
This is PG-13.
So she's... Lady Imelda is trying to insert her authority in things. And she doesn't like the nouveau riche.
No, she has opinions.
She's got opinions, and she's also handing checks over to Lady Emma, which Lady Emma won't accept because she doesn't want to be beholden to her mother. And in fairness, when you see Lady Imelda and Lady Emma, you can see where Emma got her sort of attitude from.
Acorn did not fall far from that particular tree.
I personally think there's going to be the storyline. We've not watched all of the episodes, but the indication is that Emma is going to rebel against her mother, Imelda, at some point. I get the general feeling of that.
Yeah. So essentially, obviously we are very early days. So, but since Mrs. Drysdale was the big bad
last year.
Season 1. Sorry, series 1. We're
Series
not
1.
American.
No.
Series 1. But clearly there's been the rapprochement, as the French would say. So now we have series 2. So the big bad would seem to be
Imelda.
Lady Imelda
They've shipped in a
Hanson.
baddie.
Yes.
Quite deliciously so. But Mrs. Drysdale, the housekeeper, is really lovely in here. She's still quite sort of firm because she was very upset with one of the housemaids because the housemaid took over the housekeeping and ordered 30
massive sides of ham.
Sides of ham, which the family are happy to eat through.
And I enjoy a nice thick slice of ham, but not in my period dramas. Thank you very much.
And this is what introduces the lovely Mary Hardacre to realise the housemaid can't read. So she starts up a adult education classes.
Not in this episode.
But no, it's the embryonic stage of it because she realises that the housemaid can't read, and she said, I've tried to do as much as possible, but they changed the weights and measures and suppliers, etc., etc. And I think I got confused, and then it became apparent that she memorises things but doesn't know how to read or do arithmetic, that sort of thing. So that's the embryonic thing with regards to Mary Hardacre, because she's she was educated, but she's self-taught and she was enthusiasm. So she decides in this episode she's going to start up the adult education classes. So I think that's a really good charitable thing, and it becomes apparent that she's been snubbed sort of from the social circles because of the contretemps that she had with Emma Fitzherbert.
Yeah. But nicely enough, she doesn't seem to mind now.
No.
I think the voracious social climbing or attempts at social climbing from series 1 have been somewhat calmed down now.
Yeah, and the recession is sort of paramount in this episode because costs are going up, products are going down, so that means local producers aren't sort of getting the values, and the profit margins are being shrunk. But the cost of everything is really becoming very apparent.
What does that remind you of? I don't know. It just sort of seems to strike me that there's something vaguely familiar about all of that.
Scooby-Doo's where it's all a bit wobbly. So the cost of living is going up, and it's becoming apparent for the workforce. And so they decide, with the help of Joe Hardacre, they come up with the idea of setting up a shop. So they've got all the
not
products.
just one shop, a whole
catalogue of shops.
Yeah, a whole chain of shops.
Because Callum is a little bit reluctant to that because he's trying to be very prudent on the investment front
and stop them burning through the remaining cash.
But the way they're looking at things is they're saying if they buy in bulk, they can get a cheaper discount, and then they can pass that discount on. So that's very, very supermarket style. I wonder what's going to be in the central aisle of the Hardacres. I want to be a ham. Side of ham.
One special.
And Joe is getting... We see Joe. There's a child there. He's now married.
He's married to Betsy.
And that's all very, very lovely. And she's been very supportive. So you need to show some gumption, really, to show that you can do it.
Gumption. That's another word we don't use enough of, frankly.
Gumption. So, yeah. So that's everything's set up. So the supermarket is set up. So it's up a supermarket, not just one. We only see the one. Apparently they've got premises all over the place, and they're buying in at bulk, and so it's doing well. But there's concerns over the shelf life and buying too much. And
I think this is episode 2. You're
I'm hinting at it.
Okay,
no spoilers. No foreshadowing.
Yes.
So Lady Imelda decides she wants to know more about the Hardacres, so she forces Emma Fitzherbert to put a garden party on and invite all the neighbours.
The neighbours.
So the Hardacres then duly go along, and
there's a few side eyes.
Yes. And while that's going on, Betsy and Liza go into town and have a swift half.
Swift half.
A swift half.
At the Jolly
It's not
Sailor.
the Jolly Sailor.
Not the Jolly
That's
Sailor.
Howard's Way.
That's Howard's Way. That's in Burlesdon, isn't it?
Maybe have crossover with Howard's Way.
Yeah. 100 years from now.
100 years from now.
I think there's a limit. There's a limit.
Who would be Jack Rolfe?
There's a limit to the crossovers we can possibly achieve from this. But anyway, so they go to
the pub. The locals, a couple of the locals, are a bit rowdy with them, and there's lovely bearded captain.
Settle down.
Yeah, he's very, very
calm
delicious.
down,
and he steps in and saves the day, and sort of defuses the whole situation. So there was a meet cute. There was a meet cute.
There was a definite meet cute there
between him and Liza, the lovely Liza. Liza is not very interested in romance, because everybody that's interested in romance is just interested in the money she's got, or the money the family's got. So she can see through the sort of the.
I'm trying not to burst into a chorus of Gold Digger.
Gold Digger. Oh no! What would that be? It would probably be like a bit of a folk thing, wouldn't it? Really, for that period.
Okay. I'll get my banjo out.
Yeah, well, we did get our cello and ukulele out for the theme tune.
The theme tune.
The theme tune. I hope you enjoyed that, people.
You'll be hearing a lot of it.
You'll be hearing a lot of it. Another 5 episodes after this. But yeah, everything's set up very nicely. All the characters are very, very. They're all there, and Harry is
so I'm going to say we need to talk about Harry. There's something up.
Something's up with Harry. I mean, Harry's the one of the very, very interesting characters that seemed to get shipped off halfway through series 1 and only came back in the last episode, which it just felt like, why have we underused him? But now he's at home.
I think we've had a course correction now.
Yes, so he's back and he doesn't want to go to school, and he's poo-pooing the ideas about going to Oxford. Which was what is the whole
so
dream.
There's clearly something up.
There's something up.
Something is up.
But what I would like to say about this episode is all the actors seem a lot thinner.
Okay.
It's just like, sorry, producers, directors, are you running them ragged? Can you put on an extra like cheese toasty for them or something? Because they all look a lot. They
all look in peak physical condition.
But thinner.
They've done the work. They've done the work between Series 1 and Series 2.
I do have to say that Sam Hardacre, the father, does look quite dashing with his beard and moustache.
A fuller beard.
Yeah, as a fuller beard, and it's more. He's got the handlebar moustache.
You're so predictable, Jonathan.
I know,
You're
very,
so
very, very
predictable.
Yeah. However,
you're a sucker for a beard, aren't you?
We run the Hardacres Facebook page, and so one of the fans said, "Oh, they've changed the main actor," and I said, "No, they haven't. He's just trimmed his beard." And she said, "Oh, sorry." But there's massive.
It's amazing the dramatic transformation that a nicely groomed beard can.
Yeah, I mean that is really, really good. But also the American fans are very disappointed at the moment, because at the time of broadcasting this podcast, the American rights have not been bought yet of the Hardacres, and they're devastated. I hope people are listening. Very devastated.
So Paramount Plus, get your act together.
Yes, sorry. Answer that email. Get to it.
Because at this rate, we'll be forced to get our VHS recorder out and start sending care packages.
Or the Betamax.
Get the Betamax. Hang on. Hang on. You may as well get your sort of Video 2000 player.
Yeah, but overall, this episode, it sets everything up. I know what I love about the Hardacres, it's so quick. The plot is it rollicks along, and there's so much humour.
And that's because you've got the sort of the attention span of a goldfish, really, isn't it?
Although I have sat through Howard's Way, and many times.
We've sat through Howard's Way so many times. But it's so rewarding,
because the thing is with the Hardacres and Howard's Way to a certain extent, there was a smattering of humour where they did throw in a few subtle nods and quite
a nod and a wink.
A nod and a wink, and it felt yeah.
No, nothing egregious.
Nothing egregious.
No fourth wall breaking. We won't be having that.
No, not like Lovejoy, but I love Lovejoy as well. but Hardacres, very, very pleased. It's worth the wait, but I don't want to wait that long for series 3. And also there's no news on a Christmas special, because when we had Shannon, who plays Liza on the show last year, she's obsessed with Christmas.
Yeah. My only requirement from a Christmas Hardacre special is that they mix Jingle Bells into the theme tune. That's my only requirement.
Because it would be really good if the Hardacres could take over where the whole Call the Midwife thing, because the Call the Midwife was really good, because they did the Call the Midwife Christmas special, and then in January you had the run of the series, and that's just perfect. And that's how it should be done. And now Call the Midwife's gone. They're doing the prequel for that. I think All Creatures Great and Small, it's running its...
Yeah. Don't tell me, is the prequel set in 1890s Yorkshire?
But I think one of the midwives was from Yorkshire.
Well,
but I think it was only embryonic.
See,
there should be so many crossovers.
It just all ties together. I'm feeling like one of these conspiracy podcasters now.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I just so delicious and so lovely. So ultimately, it's the whole setup. Lady Imelda's going to be a nasty piece of work and try to cause sort of ructions and what have you. It's like
ructions. Now, there's a word we do.
Yeah.
God, you're full of it today, aren't you?
I know. But I've had my thesaurus out and everything. I'm just actually reading my school report from ye old school days. Jonathan's caused another ruction, and he's had another contretemps with the teacher.
And he lacks gumption.
Gumption. That was the gym teacher.
All right. Yeah, let's not go there.
But it's just like a warm, welcoming, like a group of
It's
friends.
like a hug.
It's like a big emotional hug, though. Well done. Very good.
Well, jolly well done. You've all done very well.
I have a certificate.
Jolly good.
I have a certificate to magnetise to the refrigerator door with a magnet.
I've got a lick and stick gold star.
Fantastic. So, have you got anything else you'd like to add to this episode?
Was that addressed to me?
That was addressed to you. There's no one else in the room.
Do you have anything else? No, I don't think I do. Do I? Is there anything else we've missed?
But it is... A lot happens, but not a lot happens. Electricity is put into the Hardacre Hall. She's started...
It's an electrifying experience for everyone.
Experience. We meet all the lovely new characters.
There's a lot of ham.
There's a lot of ham, yes.
A lot of ham-based action in this episode.
It's lots of salty, meaty treats.
Yeah.
Yum.
But I think what we can say is that there seems to, there's a lot of groundwork
is
being done in this episode.
It was fan favourites to reintroduce the characters. We know something's up with Harry. Liza has her meet cute.
Harry's unhappy. Joe feels a bit overlooked. Well, he buggered up in series 1 when he's sort of tried to be big and important now. But now it's 18 months on. He's got a child. He's got a wife, and now he wants to step up to the plate. He's straightened up and he's flying right.
And we meet the lovely Lady Imelda. You don't get many people called Imelda nowadays. Imelda Marcos, lots of shoes.
Yeah.
There was Imelda something or other, the bully in Grange Hill.
That's where I was going. There was an Imelda. There was an Imelda in Grange Hill that wasn't very nice.
No.
She was a female equivalent to Gripper Stepson,
yes. That bullied Roland.
Well, bullied everyone, but especially Roland.
Yeah. But Roland got his own back because Gripper only ended up being I think it was an apprentice for a butcher shop because he dropped out of school or he failed his CSEs or O-levels. That was quite a nice thing.
Well, he's probably done very well for himself. He's probably got a whole chain of butcher shops. He'll be a billionaire probably.
I'm actually friends with Mustafa, who played Roland on Facebook. Yes.
Good Lord.
He came with friends you may know because what was his name? Luke. He played Luke in Grange Hill. I went to school with him, and it became the ginger one.
Gaunch.
Yeah. Luke Gaunch, the character. I think his name is Matt. His name's Matt in real life, but he did Grange Hill. But I was at school with him.
Got like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
It's Kevin Bacon. Let's talk about bacon and pork again. No, let's not. So, dear listeners, what did you think? Please let us know. We're on all social media platforms. We'll be posting this on the Hardacres fan site, which is on Facebook, but also on Anti-Dust.
And let us know whether you think that fish fluencing should be an actual thing or not.
Fish fluencing thing, and if we should have everything joining the dots in Yorkshire, because if it doesn't, if it happens in Yorkshire,
we just need a massive sort of consistent universe that is centred on Yorkshire.
So what have we got? We've got Hardacres for the 1890s, Downton for
1910s, that sort of.
Was it 1916? It starts because it's the sinking of the Titanic.
Well, it's 1912.
1912. And then you've got 1930s with Harriet Country.
Yeah.
And then you've got Heartbeat,
which is sort of 60s, isn't it? I never watched Heartbeat.
Well, I loved Heartbeat when it
because I was far too busy on a Sunday to watch Heartbeat.
Really?
Yeah. I had a life back then. Because unlike now. I was interesting, goddammit.
Oh, I love Sunday night telly. It was like Heartbeat or Howard's Way.
I hated Sunday night telly.
Really?
Yeah, because what it meant was that I had to go back to school the next day, and to be honest, I really feel for Harry's dislike for his school, because I kind of shared that view. The worst, even though it was actually the best programme, the worst feeling came from the South Bank show. That even now, hearing that bit of Andrew Lloyd Webber music absolutely fills me with that sort of dread for going back to school. Even though it was a great programme, and I had a lot of respect for Melvin Bragg, there was just something about it that brought a whole load of gloom.
For me, because I think Sunday night TV, I didn't mind school too much. It wasn't the best years of my life, but it wasn't that bad. But I was always told to go to bed at a certain time, so I could watch maybe This Life, which was on I think 9 o'clock or something like that.
I mean, that's life.
That's life. That's it. And then there was the Ever Decreasing Circles, the theme tune of Ever Decreasing Circles, the Richard Bryars comedy series. It always felt a bit sad, that show.
I think it was meant to feel a bit sad.
I enjoyed it, but it always felt...
I think you would describe it... Here's another thing we don't talk about much. Bittersweet. It was a bittersweet like Butterflies.
Yes.
Was a bittersweet
Lovely
comedy.
Wendy Craig, Nanny.
Lovely Wendy Craig. Nanny.
So anyway, dear listeners, we're on all social media platforms. Anti-Dust, message us, inbox us, let us know your thoughts on this episode. If we missed anything major out, I don't think we did, but if we did, let us know, and we can go.
We can do what?
We can roll our eyes.
We'll re-record this episode. No, we're not. We won't do that. Not under no circumstances.
So anyway, this is Jonathan signing off,
and this is Rob saying goodbye.
Bye.